Yo, we live here, 20 Talk in the house.
Hey, what's up, guys? Episode 8, bro.
Episode 8.
What's up, guys?
Hey, we got
Steph.
K. Karim,
We got King
Dre
Cook.
Nice, and Young Arkit,
Hey, guys.
a.k.a. Steph.
Hey, what's up?
But guess who's not here?
Ernst.
Uh-oh.
Where's Ernest today?
Dude, he went on a trip to the Himalayas to find his inner self. Nice little sabbatical leave.
Why are we talking so loud?
I don't know.
It's late night.
Oh, so we have to talk in this tone.
Yes. Episode 8, man. That's so
Epic. We
epic,
almost
man. 8 weeks
we're about to
already,
hit-
man.
We're about to hit double digits.
8 weeks. I wonder if we have any followers yet. I have no idea.
Yes, no, maybe so, but I mean, I like it. I mean, this is definitely therapy. Definitely get it out there. You know, it's a stepping stone.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. We're gonna get right into it, man.
Let's get into it. First topic.
What you got?
It's COVID-19
Again.
vaccine.
Again.
Again.
The culprit. COVID's always
the
popping
vaccine
up.
is out and ready to be used. And the first country that's using it is Britain.
Yeah, a 90-year-old woman got it.
And the third patient, his name was William Shakespeare.
Now, do you say was in the past tense? Because something happened to him because he had it?
No, I said his name is William
No,
Shakespeare.
you said was.
No, he said the 90-year-old was 90 years old. That's what he said.
Yeah, the first.
It wasn't me. He said
Oh.
Yeah, the first person that got it was a 90-year-old woman.
is a 90-year-old woman.
Is a 90-year-old
She's still here.
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay,
It's not
good.
past
Let's
tense.
just clarify that. So, what are your thoughts about it? Like, if what I'm reading online is that a lot of the healthcare workers are they supposed to be mandating the healthcare workers in order to do to work in a hospital?
So far, from what my take on the situation is, I think that it's going to be offered to healthcare workers first.
Okay.
I mean, offered. That's the key word was offered.
Offered. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, I didn't hear anything about mandatory, but don't be surprised if you do hear that it's mandatory, because a lot of places they do mandate to take the flu vaccine.
Right. I know that. For me going to school, they said that they wouldn't allow me to intern or do any internship if I didn't have my flu vaccine. So that was like one of the major things that they wanted to be done.
Okay.
So that's
Mandatory.
Mandatory. Yeah, it was mandatory. So I don't know how it's going to work with the COVID with the COVID-19 vaccine. I mean, with everything else, there's always so many studies that still need to be conducted. There's so
Right.
many things that need to be done. So me personally, I mean, I'm looking to work in the healthcare field and I want to do things the right way, but I feel like it's just so early.
But the big but. What's the big but?
The butt is just so early. It's
That's it?
yeah, it's
You're not-
really.
So you're not against it.
I'm not against it. No, it's just I think it's just way too early. I think that there needs to be some more research and
Yes.
things like that. It's just
What
it's time.
research? What
Time.
research?
It's time.
Usually
We
trials take like almost 2 years before.
Yeah.
We are the research. Yeah, so that's number
So
one.
with the frontline research,
With the
we're not frontline workers.
Okay, so then what do you say to the anti-vaxxers?
Anti-vaxxers.
The anti-vaxxers. What do you say to them? They're like, well, they don't want to take the vaccine anyway.
That's their pro-choice. That's their choice.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't really say nothing to them. You know what I mean? So, but like, you know, you gotta look at it like this. You know, when all the other vaccines came out, you know what I
Right.
mean? People had to take it. Like, you know, that was it. Like, you know.
What do you mean you people had to take it? What do you mean?
Not had to take it, but like, you know, people took it. Like, you know, like, hey, like, and it worked. You know what I mean? They trust science and it worked. And like, you know, and even like they said the COVID vaccine is 95% effective against COVID.
Right.
I mean, those are numbers.
Yeah, but you still have 10% odds.
Okay, and the flu vaccine is 65%.
Okay,
and you have 35% odds.
Okay, I'm a person that takes the flu shot like every 3-4 years.
Okay,
You know, like, but then like me personally, I'm not gonna take it right away. I'll wait like another year or so. But if my job mandates it, I don't know.
So do you have to choose between your job and your
Right.
health
Then that's the
in order
question
to
now.
do that? That's the question.
I don't know.
Because if now it's all healthcare workers, people that work in nursing homes, people that work in the hospital, work in clinics and things like that, because you're exposed to
Right.
obviously to the public. So what are you going to do? In a sense, it's like, well, they mandated to me. Who are the only ones that are excluded? The ones that might have an allergy to it, those are the ones that you have to kind of put to decide and say, okay, you are exempt because you have this, this, and this, and
Right,
this.
but now what about those that, okay, you have a respiratory issue, you're mandated to take it now? Because chances are, if you do get COVID, 50% chance you might not make it. You might be, in a ventilator or something.
It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned,
Damned if you do
don't.
Right.
So,
You're right.
That's the story.
So we're not going to have a choice then.
No, it's either you want to take a risk and try to fight the virus,
Right.
you know what I mean, or you want to try protect yourself, give yourself immunity, So and to the vaccine, the vaccine helps us not spread the virus. The
Right.
more people that get vaccinated, the less likelihood people will get sick, and the less likelihood that it will be spreaded all over the place.
Right.
So that's the story with the vaccine.
Right, but then there's also a lot of communities out there that, I'm not. The one example is the Jewish community.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in a Jewish area, and this whole summer it was like that, where they didn't believe in the vaccine, and then they still went to school.
They didn't believe in anything.
That's the thing. I don't think it's solely about the vaccine, but I think it's just a matter
Right, they just don't believe in it. Period.
Yeah,
they didn't believe
They go by their own laws and own rules.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, you can't control everybody, and everybody's entitled to their own view and
Absolutely.
their own opinions.
Absolutely.
And you have to trust science. And
Okay, we trust science, but now when it comes to your work environment, yes, in the healthcare, yes, they might say you guys are frontline workers. You guys need to protect yourself from the patients.
but wouldn't you want the choice in order to protect yourself or not?
You didn't have a choice when you did your whole test for
the flu.
For the flu.
No, I didn't have a choice.
Exactly, you don't have a choice.
Right, but I want to work.
But as a frontline worker, you're not going to have a choice either. They're gonna tell you need to take it.
Right, but then what?
This will protect you against other people, but from spreading it elsewhere.
Right, but what is the term that they use? Active immunity or no?
Well, that's active. Yeah.
Active immunity,
No,
but
passive. That's passive.
Passive immunity, and then you have what's the other term that they say in terms of immunity? It's a community.
Herd immunity.
Herd immunity.
Right, herd immunity.
So now you have that you have just around the right amount of people that are immune that can kind of exempt the other people from not taking it. But now let's say those group of people don't want to protect themselves and they don't want to take the vaccine. What do you say?
That's on them.
Listen, just take them to a farm and let them live by themselves.
Oh my
bro.
goodness.
The farm.
Because now what happens to all these parents that with the Board of Ed now, or New York City Board of Ed now you have to get your child vaccinated.
You have
It doesn't matter with religion or anything. That's out of that law now. So your child has to be vaccinated, regardless.
Or homeschooled.
Or that child has to get kicked out of school.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Again, it puts people in a difficult position because now you have to choose between you trying to take the vaccine or do I worry about the safety of myself? Is my choice being a takeaway? Because it's the same problem with people wearing masks.
Right.
You're taking away my choice from wearing a mask. I don't feel like wearing a mask or I don't need to wear a mask.
Yeah, but at the same time now the question is, do you not want to wear it because you don't believe in it, in the virus? Or you're just wearing it as a precaution because you believe in it and you want to protect yourself. But now it's getting to a point now where it's getting ridiculous now with, like, I don't know.
No, but the thing, Kareem made a great choice. He made a great statement in saying, believe the science. There could be enough science out there and people still refuse to take the vaccine. I can't say.
Agreed.
Yes.
So
they're allowed.
they're allowed to do that. Just as myself, I don't want to take the vaccine right now. Doesn't mean that I don't want to do it in the future.
Right.
But then now I have to choose between if I'm going to be able to work, if I don't take the COVID-19, what does that do for me? I don't want to take it now.
I think people fear
what they don't know.
But at the same time, they fear that if they take this vaccine without a lot of study, that it probably might affect them otherwise.
No, but here's the thing: who's the study? You said it before. Like we are the study.
It's like you had a newborn baby. I mean, there's some. They're getting stuff by law. Something I've been out of school for a while, but the minute that baby's born, they're getting a vaccine or something like that.
They usually get the Hep B, I believe, as soon as they're born.
As soon as they're born, you know what I mean? So. I mean, there's no who's
the baby had no choice.
The baby had no choice. You know what I mean? Like, the baby had no choice. Mom can't say no either. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, I don't want my baby to have that. I mean, it's like it starts somewhere. You know what I mean? And like I said, 95% effectiveness who know? I mean, I have to take what I see, and I have to believe what I hear, and and 95.
Read the work and
read
read the sources.
But then it goes back to right now. Yes, the whole media is saying yes, we have a cure now. It's being tested in Britain.
Never the word cure.
Well, it's a trial cure, the trial vaccine. It's being used in Britain.
No, but a vaccine is
but then
never
at the same
a cure.
time, we went months. Like what? We've been almost 8-9 months now with this whole virus going on, and you just have been instilling fear through media the whole time. The vaccine.
No, but
then now some people will be scared to take the vaccine.
Right, but the media has been doing that forever. Pre-vote COVID.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is right. So I remember we were having an interesting conversation on our way here, saying, "Well, what if they knew about COVID?
Right.
What if they knew about this? That this might have been something that might have been coming, and they've been doing the process for this long, and they might have been doing it for 2 or 3 years. Now they're just putting it into the media and say, "Hey, we have a virus. It only looks like we've been doing it for 6 months, but it might have been 3 or 4 years in the making."
Yeah, like they said,
this virus was man-made.
There were people getting sick in November, December, but they didn't know what it was.
What it was.
Right.
Right.
So everybody's like, "Oh, damn! Well, they got a really bad cold, really bad cough." But we said, now when January hit, February hit,
right.
Oh shit, it's COVID, and then you look back and we're like, wait, November, December, that could have been COVID too.
Well, I got sick December.
I got sick in December too.
I was out for a few days.
No, but I had strep. I was confirmed that I had strep.
I took a flu test. At the doctor, he said you're negative for the flu. It might be something viral.
Exactly, it might be something
viral. This was
a
week before Christmas last year.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah, you were bad.
Yeah, I was sick. You were for like a week.
Yeah, you were out.
He was home gaming. Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah, I know for a fact. Yeah, we were buying the games together. No, but it's up to you guys. You know what I mean, we want to know what you guys want and who's for it, who's against it, who's neutral. Why wait? That's the big question. Why wait? If science says, yo, we can nip this shit in the bud right now. We can get it all knocked out the window.
Right.
Let's do it now.
Okay, so I guess my thing is fear. That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. Fear.
I forgot what else is.
Yo, what do you think, Dre?
I don't know, man. I think I'll wait. I'm going to wait to get the vaccine.
And Steph, you said you're in a fear zone right now?
No, my thing is my thing is fear. That's where I'm at. I mean, yes, I'm going to trust the science, but my thing now is just fear. It's just simple fear. Just unknown. That's all. That's what I'm waiting.
So those people who want that 1,200, they ain't scared of nothing. They ain't scared of nothing. They want that 1,200 stimulus for that COVID vaccine. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is 20 Talk. You guys hit us up on the gram. Let us know what you think. We want to hear about this COVID situation.
Yep, we'll be right.
We back here live at 20 Talk.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we here with Dre. We here with
Steph.
Steph is here.
Yes, we're in the building.
And Ernest is on his
sabbatical.
His mental retreat. Is that what it is? He's going for his
mental retreat.
Yeah, he's on a mental retreat, man.
Took some sick days. Unlimited sick days.
Unlimited unpaid sick days. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah. We all need that right now.
Not the unpaid part, but the unlimited sick days.
It's stuff like that. Like people be home all day on Facebook, on Instagram.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's the only way to keep, busy throughout the day.
Oh, man.
So check this out. So on BuzzFeed, there was an article that says that the U.S. government says that Facebook needs to sell Instagram and WhatsApp. So it seems here I'm trying to read here from BuzzFeed. It says 48 attorney generals,
general attorneys,
and the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, have filed a suit against Facebook. Now, what? Here they're talking about antitrust laws and they're talking about monopolizing and things like that. So here's my question: If Facebook is a multi-million-dollar company, what is the purpose of a multi-million-dollar company? What's the purpose?
To keep making more money. Bring in the moolah.
When you have all the money, that becomes the problem. I mean, that's the problem.
Right. So, that's the issue here now.
That's like my problem. Why I can't have my app right now because Facebook will just buy me out. You know what I mean? So so that's the problem right now. If I want to have my social media app, my TikTok or my Instagram or
your Vine.
My Vine that when I that's exactly what happened. Kind of what happened. Facebook is like, nah, ain't nobody gonna be better than us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
They're monopolizing everything, bro.
Yeah.
What's next? They're gonna buy OnlyFans.
you never know.
Wow.
You never know.
What is that about, though?
Oh man.
But
Oh,
what
you
do
don't know what OnlyFans is about? You got to get on it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. See, that's the thing. I don't know what OnlyFans is about. The only reason why I found out is because I think you told me about it. That you pay a prescription. No. Our friend, who was it? It was Najee,
yeah.
right? Shout out to Najee. But he said that it was
Shout out
something
to
that you.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Shout out to all the fans.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. So the way that they explained it to me was that you have to pay a prescription or subscription, not a prescription, to see content that they have, but it's like
It's exclusive content.
Is it like X-rated or is it
could
like?
be X-rated?
It's like
It doesn't have to be. It's more like a fantasy teasing kind of thing. Like they show off their body. They do all these different things.
Yeah, but I could call the 1-800 phone sex line and I could get that done.
Yeah,
Is that the
that's-
equivalent?
That's like 1980s.
No, this is visual. This is
Yeah.
visual now.
Yeah, that's like 1980s, 1970s.
This is visual.
Oh,
Your parents
boy.
come home. There's a $700 phone bill. yeah.
$1-800 teacher.
$100 teacher.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Homework help.
That-
What is 2 plus 2,
Those
teacher?
ads at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh,
That's
man.
what happens. You see
Yeah,
that.
but this is something serious now because it seems like Facebook is buying all the social networks to pretty much them to be the only competition. You know, so this is what the FTC is saying, that you can't. But I think by the antitrust law, you can't buy something that nobody else can benefit from it.
But again, Facebook has been dominant for ever since we were in college. This is when Facebook was really starting to start
Right.
their
This is
business about.
Sorry, don't mean to cut you off.
No,
But
not at all.
This is the government's way of limiting multi-million dollar industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is their way, like, yo, wait, you know what I mean? Before the little man come and sue us or try to come at us and be like, yo, we can't open up our own business because Facebook is on every single block.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is their way of saying, hey, Facebook has to give up some stuff. So Facebook has to, and I agree with the
Be
government.
like, come on now, you got to share.
You gotta
share
share.
with the other
Gotta
kids.
share.
With the other kids, yeah,
the
you could-
pizza party.
yeah.
See, now it goes back to here. You have the proletariat again, and you have the bourgeoisie coming in saying, "Hey, you got to share," and then you're gonna have everybody protesting, saying, "Hey, what's going on?" So now it goes back to the situation where now we're talking about the proletariats and the bourgeoisie. Yeah, the bourgeoisie is Facebook. Proletariats us regular folks is trying to make a living.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yeah, man.
$1 and a dream.
Yeah, but do you think it's fair for the government to step in?
If we,
I don't think they have a choice.
That's
but
the
if
thing.
the
That's the
company
thing.
is not doing well, the same thing goes with corporate banking. If a company is not doing too well, what they're gonna do? They're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the
There's
difference between
opportunities there
that
to
and
sell
bailing
and
somebody
buy.
out? What's the difference between that and bailing somebody out? Remember that whole market crash and everything?
Yeah,
that
that's the government bailing, but the government's not bailing anybody. They're not gonna bail on social networking on all these small companies.
But then why step in and say, "Oh, you
If I
got
got the money for it, of course I'm gonna buy all these things. Because at the end of the day, somebody will create another network, another social platform.
How do you know that?
It's always is.
It's just
Remember,
bound to happen.
MySpace was the first one. Before that, it was AIM, Yahoo, ICQ Messenger. We had all these social platforms.
Damn, man took it
but
back.
AOL, right?
it has not reached to the level of where Facebook
Right, and then
is right
Facebook
now.
came out, MySpace, boom, in the win.
Yeah, but that was like a fad. Like,
Right, and then Vine came out, boom, it's in the win. Instagram took over.
Yeah, okay.
So there's always a fad. But then Facebook, they proved to be the dominant force in the social game.
Yeah, but do you want them to have everything?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you're with the government.
So you're with the
No,
government.
I'm not with the government, but at the same time, like it's I think their platform is limited as is already.
How is Facebook limited?
Because all you see is your friends and your pictures.
No,
yes, you get
I
ads
don't
and stuff
think-
like
no,
that.
I don't think
But
it's-
in terms of being like, now you have a marketplace, But at the same time, now you have Instagram, which Instagram was supposed to be just upload your videos, stuff like that. Now you can post pictures because
No,
now they're
but
following the Facebook platform.
But the thing about it is
No.
that do you want only Facebook? I mean, Facebook is not giving the opportunity to other
Okay,
other
they are
networks.
giving you an opportunity because you have Instagram, right?
No, but here's the
Facebook
thing.
owns
No,
Instagram.
No, but Facebook
Exactly,
is
Facebook
owns-
not
but you use
giving you.
both.
No, but
No,
what he's
what-
saying is Facebook is not giving you the chance to do your own thing because What other platform are you going to use to promote yourself?
Yeah, like okay, so Facebook is charging $1 million for a commercial, whatever, and there's no other competitor. You have to pay that $1 million.
Right.
That's the monopoly.
Of course,
So you're stuck.
I understand that.
With Facebook.
But there's always, even though they try to monopolize everything and buy another social platform, there's always going to be somebody that's going to create one.
Are they going to have enough money, the funding, in order to do
Well, Facebook
that?
didn't have enough money in the beginning.
I mean,
It's always a build-up.
Well,
but you got to remember, Facebook, from when we were in college, we were all in college together.
right.
Facebook was meant for us to connect socially in the college.
Right.
Because remember back in the days, you just needed a college email to use Facebook.
Yes.
Right, right.
So I've been a member since like 2002, a proud member since 2002.
You mad old, son.
He's not just a client. Yeah, he's also
a member.
He's also a member. Yeah. No, but
but now it's changed. But you see how it's evolved. MySpace to me was a fad.
To be honest with you, I never had MySpace.
What?
Never.
I had MySpace.
No. I never had it.
I had MySpace with the music.
Yeah, so did I. Had a little bit of reggaeton going in the background.
Oh my God.
Making HTMLs,
HTML like banners.
banners. Yeah, I mean, like, what were we doing back then?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I have Facebook is because you signed me up for it. I didn't even have a Facebook. It was like, oh, you should sign up for it.
Yeah, that was my way to keep tabs on you.
Stalking. That's when the stalking first started.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but Facebook has evolved. It's been what, almost 18 years in the game.
18 years monopolizing the game.
Everything.
Is that fair?
But now the question is now, the government's probably trying to look at the laws and trying to say, did they obtain these illegally?
Oh, but that's what I was trying to figure out before.
Right.
We talked about that. They're saying maybe they obtain WhatsApp or Instagram illegally.
That's
Who
like
knows?
almost like insider trading.
That's what it is, though. That's what it is. Like, they're trying to figure out, like, how they get so big so fast. How are they holding down the game without no help?
Oh, bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Man.
Whew.
That's COVID right there.
I got my negative test to
No,
prove.
he tested negative.
No,
Don't even start.
No, but what do you guys think? You guys, because we can go back and forth, but we need to know what you guys think, and we need
on
to
the
know
social networking.
on the social networking. Do you want more out there? Do you want like an aim that's gonna last like 3 weeks?
Or do you want a platform that's going to last forever?
That's gonna last forever. Like, you know what I mean? Or do you do you want to be able to have your own? Because what I'm afraid of is that once the government gets involved,
That's it.
that's it. Your privacy is shot.
It's
You know what
shot
I mean?
already.
Yeah, it's shot already.
It's
but
shot already.
but
You
that's
put yourself out there already on Facebook. Doesn't
Yeah.
even matter. You're already out there.
yeah. But all right. So hit us up on 20 Talk on the gram. Let us know what you think.
Let us know.
Yes.
This is 20 Talk. We'll be right back.
We'll be
be
right
back.
back.
We got Funny Talk coming.
Funny Talk is next.
Yeah.
Yo, we're back.
We're back with Funny Talk.
Yeah, we had our little side comments off air. Yeah, those are the best ones. Oh man, things we say off air. I mean, we definitely couldn't talk about it live, but we'll get there eventually. Once we have some insurance, some we don't get in trouble for slander or libel.
Slandering.
Oh man, yeah. But we back here with 20 Talk. Yeah. And it's our favorite part of the show, Funny Talk.
Yes.
Our last segment.
We got a few segments of this.
Yeah, we definitely
Few
got
topics.
Few topics, yeah. So we last week, we definitely went in on Jake versus Nate.
Jake versus Nate.
Well, guess what? This week we got
His brother.
Logan
versus Mayweather.
Wow.
Logan versus Floyd.
Logan versus Floyd. It's official February 20th, 2021.
Yep.
I mean, so that's probably a little bit after All-Star Weekend, if there's an All-Star Weekend. Let's see what happens.
If there is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got
Let's get this started, man.
Super Bowl around that time.
Logan Paul's record, man. He's 0-1.
0-1.
Major achievements. He's better than
fought
me.
another
He's better than
YouTube
me.
celebrity, KSI. And I think KSI brother or friend, he's the one that fought Jake the last time. So Jake won, and that one, and then Logan lost
Logan lost
to KSI.
So, my question is, like, why is Floyd doing this?
For
Comeback king?
money.
Yeah.
Prove to the world, like after retirement, I still got it.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Or, it's an exhibition match. I mean, there's still money involved.
Right,
Of course,
right.
he's gonna bet on himself all the time.
So, and like, I guess for this kid, it's not a lot of, it's nothing but he's going to gain 1 million followers, maybe 3 million.
He has a lot of.
Yeah, but he already has a big
million. He has a big
already.
following already.
Yeah. So
Logan
what would
Paul.
this do? It's not going to hinder it.
But there was one point where he got banned from YouTube
Yeah.
because of that.
What? Because of the content?
No, one of the
racial-
contents that he did, he was in another country, and he pretty much recorded. It wasn't like a live murder, but I think somebody got beheaded, something, and he recorded it
What?
and he posted it on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
So he got
I
banned
don't
for a
like
while.
him already.
Something along the
I
sorts.
don't know. I think you need to go check back and look at that.
So what do
I
you
don't
think is
know.
going to be the funny part of this fight?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, what, so for Logan Paul, 0-1, Mayweather's 50-0. Right?
The numbers are funny.
It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be a funny fight, man. It's gonna be a funny fight.
Well, we'll see. Now, it says here, like on the website, on the pay-per-view, it says that the first million buyers will only have to pay $24.95, but then after that, the price jumps to $69. So I'm like, well, how did that
What
happen?
kind of discount shit is that?
I'm like,
The first, so who gets to be the first million?
Whoever-
I don't know about you guys, but I'm streaming that shit.
Oh, man. For free.
for free.
YouTube always has it live. Some people always
I don't know why
reposting it
people are
live, and Facebook Live.
Yeah, we're gonna do it the next day when everything is on YouTube or where everybody's making commentary, and that's where we're gonna see it.
I just hope in the end it's gonna be like something charitable. I guess
I hope it's gonna be something good. I hope. I mean,
goes to a good cause or something instead of just fighting each other for money.
I don't know if they're taking this fight as a joke. You know what I mean? And I hope it's not. Especially if you're gonna pay $24.99 and $69.99 for a pay-per-view. We don't want it to be like 35 seconds. And
So is
5 seconds over.
Is the $24.99 with ads?
Yeah.
$69.99 no ads.
No ads.
Nah. Either
know.
way, you're gonna have to pay to see somebody fight. So
Something. And any other big fights in that fight?
I have no idea.
I don't even know. Let me see if there's anything else that says anything that might
That's
be
probably
featured.
like the main event.
That's probably like the main event.
There's probably going to be other smaller fights with other celebrities.
But
Maybe I don't know.
Floyd Mayweather, bro. Like, I just don't see the propaganda. Like, what are we trying to build up to? Like, what is this for? Like, but is this our new wave of boxing? Like,
Probably. It's like you call out somebody and it's like, oh, I'm gonna fight you because you called out you called me out.
Yeah, you called me out.
So
Like,
I'm gonna handle you.
So if that's the case, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that have been calling them out a long time ago.
yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
this
but
is
why
different because somebody famous.
But why Floyd? Why Floyd?
Maybe he's trying to test his skills against Floyd. I don't know.
Why would he need to test his
Maybe
skills?
he's trying to get into the
knock
boxing game
he
like
know
his
he
brother.
will knock him out.
Yeah.
He's 50-0. Come on
Mama
now.
said knock you out.
Come on now. Like, honestly, he has a 50-0 record. You're going to come around and tell me you're 1-0 or you're 0-1? What?
Oh,
Yeah, but okay, so now if Logan knocks him out, Lloyd's going to be like, oh, this don't count. This is exhibition.
Because it's an exhibition fight.
No, but also, and it's like, oh, you're 50-0, but I think you're washed up now.
Probably.
That would be the same thing that they would say.
Is that the gist of this fight? Like, okay, he don't got it no more. Like, anybody could beat
What
him.
does he need to prove?
Or
His
maybe Floyd
bank
Mayweather,
account ain't got to
maybe
prove
Floyd
nothing.
Mayweather is redeeming Nate's Nate's fight.
Yeah.
His
Okay,
dignity.
but Nate is not a fighter.
Nate
I
wasn't a-
thought we got that clear. Nate is
Yeah,
not a fighter.
And Jake was trained. Jake's been training. So
And-
yeah.
So has Logan.
exactly.
Logan's been training also.
Yeah. Since he was a young age.
But I think Jake's fought probably more fights than I think like he's 3-0 now. I guess Jake,
1 and 2-0. I think. Yeah.
2-0.
Oh, so there'll be two fights
The
together.
first fight would be there was no knockout. But anyway, this is funny talk. We got more, and when we come back, we got eating outside while inside. Yeah, we need to know. Yeah, we need to know what you guys think about this. So we back here. We left off. We said we're gonna eat outside while inside.
How does that work?
How does that?
How does that work?
So Monday, I went into Manhattan.
Okay.
It was super sad, bro. It was like the saddest city in the world.
Oh,
like,
my
what I
God.
mean? We went to Chelsea Market, and everything's just closed.
You picked
bro.
out fresh tomatoes at the, at the
Fresh-
market.
Yeah,
some parsley?
So basically,
Oregano.
basically they have all the restaurants in the building,
Okay.
but you got to take your food outside and sit
In the tent.
in a wooden booth The booth is the extent of the block. You know.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
But there's no shield covering it, and there's no table.
See, yeah, but that's different. I wouldn't mind doing that. Go eat outside and eat outdoor dining.
but
The difference is when you go to IHOP and you order food and you have to go eat inside a tent.
In a tent.
You're eating inside a tent.
Outside while inside.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but I think but here's the thing.
That's a grab and go. So you say you don't mind grab and go eat outside.
Yeah. You know, that's
grab
fine.
and go.
That's fine. But if I go to like a fancy restaurant like Chris Roof's Steakhouse something, and then now I have to go outside and you're telling me
eat your
in an event tent.
Eat your $60 steak
Eat my
outside.
$60 steak in an event tent on the sidewalk
with your jacket on.
next to the homeless guy next to me.
Ain't no homeless guy. What are you
Asking for
talking
spares.
about? Stop saying that. That's not even the case.
I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
For your meat fat off the steak.
No, here's the thing. I think
But I just find it's almost the same as eating inside.
Almost the same as eating inside.
no, it's basically the
It's
same
basically
thing.
the same thing.
But here's the thing. I know that when we were trying to eat out, the one time we went out for dinner in the summer with our family,
Yes.
we ate outside, but it was hot though, and I
was
thought
hot.
it was enjoyable.
Yes, that was the summer.
That was the summer.
I wouldn't mind
Right.
eating outdoor in the
Monday
summer.
was 32 degrees.
You got to bring your own furnace with you to warm yourself up.
So we walked by Budokai.
Okay.
Budokan. And we walked by, what's this other place called? Catch 24 Steakhouse.
Okay.
And we walked by Tao.
Okay.
And
Tao is nice though.
Yeah, I've been to Tao.
Tao is
So-
really nice. Yeah.
Tao was nice.
Part of the experience of going to those places is the
Ambiance.
Ambiance.
On
Inside.
the interior.
Inside.
Right.
So your new ambiance is a heat lamp.
Some fake flowers in the vase.
A plastic tent. A plastic tent
Yeah.
with a heat lamp inside and
Yeah.
a table for two
Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes it romantic. A table for two.
I guess
Yeah,
you can
okay.
cuddle and keep each other warm and
Yeah.
feed each other
Aw.
at the
Yeah,
same
the
time.
warm heat.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, I think the reason for that is because we still want the business to be functioning.
Yes.
We want the business
Yeah,
to
but
be
the-
running.
okay.
Yeah, but it's winter now. Now it's going to be getting below
Okay, but
zero,
then,
like
but that's
10
not
degrees.
but that's not the restaurant's fault. There's so many restrictions and so many stipulations
Okay, but
about.
do you feel the restaurant should still be charging the same amount of money?
I don't know what to say.
Well, technically, they still charge the same price if it's to go. So it doesn't even matter. But I
True.
feel like if it's to go, you get less portions than you're.
That's
Yeah,
how
you
they
would be
get
the,
you.
you
That's
would be
how
the
they
one
That's
to
the
say
man,
something like
the
that.
man getting you. Like,
Bro,
yeah,
perfect example, Panera Bread.
yes, your 60
They,
ounce.
they broccoli cheddar soup come in a nice big ass bowl in the store.
When you're sitting
When you
and
get it delivered or
leave,
pick up, it's a small little cup.
Yeah,
It's a small-
it's the
Same
go
price.
tuck up.
You
It's-
sure that you measured that, bro?
I saw it with my eyes.
No, but
but your stomach felt it. It was less.
It was less.
So I felt like, oh man, like so when we went, we couldn't even find a place to eat. The one indoor place was what is this called? Old Homestead Hotel.
Okay.
What was their calling it? Like, what was their
That was
specialty
a
there?
steakhouse. Yeah,
Steakhouse, okay, okay.
$60 steakhouse. And
But was it good?
Was it
Did
good,
you
though?
enjoy it?
It was the company was good. The view, the scenery is nice. You know what I mean? And like I said, but when we left, there were people outside eating their $60 steak.
Well, did you eat inside?
If the
or outside?
steak
Oh, yeah,
is
the
good
booth.
enough
Yeah.
that you're
There was-
willing to sit
They were,
outside,
and you were
You
not.
over here
Then
freezing your butts off,
eat
cutting
your
that steak.
$60 steak with
Like,
your
yo,
jacket
like,
on.
they could have given the steak rear and they wouldn't even know the difference because it was like, yo,
You remember that time we went to that burrito spot right
Oh,
here?
yeah. Mhm.
What's the name of this?
what is this place called? It'll come to me in Belmore.
In Belmore, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We went to this burrito spot. I think I told you about Fat Boys.
Yeah, Fat Boys
Fat Boys
Burrito.
Burrito. And he was like, yo, let's go eat outside. And they had like the furnace thing and everything. We sat there for like 2 minutes, yo. It's
Yeah.
too cold to be fucking sitting next to this thing.
Forget that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
so
like,
we
yeah.
ended up asking the guy, yo, can we eat inside? So he let us eat inside.
And but that's Long Island. So Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island is different.
Yeah, but
they-
Long Island is different than
Yeah,
from,
but at least
from
he
New
let
York
us
City.
because there was
Yeah.
nobody eating inside either. There
Yeah.
was just.
And
we asked him, can we sit here? He's like, yeah, no
The
problem.
furnace was all about the look. Bro.
Yeah, it was
There-
the look.
there-
It wasn't even.
There was no.
It wasn't
heat,
no protruding heat. Nothing.
Nothing coming up.
No heat. It was just like
It
a
was
look.
all of a, it was all
all
a
a facade.
charade. It
Yeah,
was
it
all
was
a
facade.
We definitely paid for that decoration.
And then once we got out, we were like, yo, it's too cold outside. He just unplugged
Nah,
it
we gotta
and
go.
brought it in.
This ain't
Yeah.
right. I can't do
No,
this.
but eating outside while inside, that's the great mass debate. Yeah, right?
Yeah, but there's other places too where you're allowed to eat inside, but they're at half capacity. You know, they got to skip a table or something in between. Because
Agreed.
we went to my favorite spot in Queens. It's called Kermie's Taqueria. She don't.
Yeah, it's your favorite
my
place.
favorite spot. That's what I said.
Yeah,
my favorite. I was gonna
that's
say.
your
I wasn't
favorite
gonna say
spot.
our.
No.
I love their tacos and burritos there, but they have an indoor area. There's nothing else like it. There's not many. It's in the middle of Ridgewood.
It's
Myrtle?
right by
Myrtle
Freshwood.
Metropolitan.
By Metropolitan and
It's all
and
Metropolitan. So it's a busy area,
and
but
Fresh Pond Road.
there's no
so
room for them to make tables outside.
because then
But
you're
they have
gonna
a backyard.
then they're gonna take out the parking. So there's no
Yeah,
way.
there's no way.
There's
And that
no
is a
way to
busy
be able
area.
to even accommodate for people to even sit outside.
So ladies, first date, like, yeah, you're gonna go eat outside in 32-degree weather. You with it?
Or be like, hey babe, let's come to my place.
Come back to my house.
Let's
go to my house.
do a nice home dinner.
Home dinner. I'll
Home
cook for you.
dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, we order from those boxes like Home Fresh or something. Make the meals here. Jeez.
Yeah.
Like a
So what do you
little
want to do? Yeah, they still want to go outside and have dinner outside in the cold, and they cute little dress and they heels on. Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Remember,
If you-
don't forget to bring your furnace. The little mini plug-in outlet.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're gonna have battery operated heaters.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
coming with
The
you.
portable ones.
You're gonna have
please.
hand warmers and feet warmers next. So that,
Jesus.
I want to see what the restaurant's gonna come out with next. Yeah.
I know
Instead
what.
of-
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
What,
gonna
what are
offer-
they gonna
Instead
do?
of offering sandy wipes, they're going to give you thermal heated hand warmers.
hand warmers.
Oh my god.
man. Yeah, but that's it with us though. This is 20 Talk, man. Y'all been great. Yo, Dre's here.
Steph is here.
Hey, what's up?
And we're gonna be back next week. Hopefully Ernest will be back.
Yeah, from his inner self walk.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully he finds his inner him.
His, his inner beast.
Oh my goodness.
And,
Yeah, so-
and Ern will be here to lead us
Yeah.
on. Yeah, but this is 20 Talk, yo. You hit us up on the gram.
Follow us at 20talk_.
Underscore.
On
And
Inst-
then K Karim.
yeah, I'm King Karim 82 on Instagram.
Dre Nice with a Y 311 at Instagram.
Young
And
Arcade.
Steph?
Young Arcade at Instagram. Follow me, guys.
Follow us, guys.
Yeah, we
See you
go-
guys next time.
Next time.
Take care, guys.